In this video, we're going to discuss how to access sources in the library online remotely. So most of you, obviously you're in a distance learning course, you're going to be doing this from home. I'm going to assume that you know how to look up books of literary criticism in our library in the physical sense. So we're going to use the databases today. I'm going to click on Library tab. When you're logged into Blackboard, the Library tab will be at the top. I'm going to scroll down. Actually, I don't need to scroll down. Find articles in TextShares database from the campus. If you're on campus, that's the link you'll want to use. If you are remotely, if you're going to access them remotely or you're from home, you would click here. As you can see, the databases are listed in alphabetical order. There are only a few that you'll want to use. The ones that are the best for you to use for this class will be Literature Resource Center, which is right here. Also, there is EBSCO Literary Reference Center, and there are 2 films on those databases for you. That's part of your assignment. I'm going to try not to repeat those today for you in this film. And then there's also MLA Bibliography, which is another EBSCO database. It's not a full text database, but it does have some. I'm going to go ahead and click on Literature Resource Center, and this is what will happen when you do that. You will have to enter your G number. And click on Login. If you have any problems with this working, you need to call tech support. They'll be able to help you more with that. Okay, so the first thing that you should do, you don't need to select all. You can deselect those. Don't hit enter. Don't enter your search term here. Go ahead and scroll down and click on Literature Resource Center here. This will take you to the database. And again, you don't want to search yet. Your impulse will be to search. Don't search yet. Click on Advanced. We're going to pretend like we're doing research for Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart, which you have read. We'll say Edgar Allan Poe. Actually, we want to do it the other way. Let's say Poe, comma, Edgar Allan. We can leave this on author. You don't want to mess with that. And then the name of the story would be The Telltale Heart. You have to change this to, you can say full text, you can say title, you can say keyword. I'm going to click on keyword. And down here you can change your databases. I don't generally mess with that, the type of articles. I just go ahead and click on search. As you notice, the first tab that you come in on, that you get results on, is the biographies tab. And as I said in the portion that you were to read before you did this film, you cannot use biographies for your literary criticism for the essays in this class. So ignore biographies. The first thing you'll want to do is click on the literary criticism articles and work overviews tab. So click on that. You'll see that there are 4 pages. I have started on the literary criticism tab. There's also articles. Avoid work overviews. As I said before, you do not want to use a work overview. That's simply a study guide, a study tool. You can use it to help you interpret the story, but you cannot use it as support in your papers. Do not paraphrase it. Do not copy and paste any portion of it. Do not use those. What you will notice when I scroll down in my results here is that some of these, for instance, this one, it says in short stories for students. I also told you avoid looking at sources, that anything that says for students or for teachers in the title, because these things, and it's also an overview. So this is a double whammy. You wouldn't want to use this. This is not really a critical article. College English, I would also avoid this. It might be okay. The vampire motif in The Fall of the House of Usher. Of course, we're not writing about The Fall of the House of Usher, but we said keywords, so there might be a mention of The Telltale Heart. As you can tell, I'm already being critical of the sources that I want to use in my criticism. You have to evaluate. We have an overview of The Raven, obviously. It also says for students. You want to avoid that. Those things are not really critical. So although it says literary criticism in the tab, the sub-tab that we're in, it may not necessarily be a good source for you. Click on articles. We'll see what's in there. Scroll down here. Look, these say critical essay, critical essay. Those will probably be good for you to use. I'll go ahead and click on Frantic Forensic Oratory Poe's The Telltale Heart. And here we have a source. An article. You can email it to yourself here or print. If you click on print up here, you are going to be disappointed, because what will happen is you'll see you get all of that stuff at the top, and that's going to waste ink and space. Look how much of the article is not on the page there. Whereas if you click on the print icon, it will open in a new window. It's clean, and you can get more in front of you. And even if you email this or send it to yourself, it's going to be cleaner than from that original resource page. So now that I've shown you how to find an article in Literature Resource Center, again, we would avoid overviews, avoid book reviews, avoid anything that says for students or for teachers.